Welcome back to my Weird Wednesday read. I'm not 100% certain where this reading is going to go, but let's just check in with the cards and see what they think. So, okay, the card that's fallen out first is a card of the High Guide. Now, the High Guide is a card that talks about the Bible and the Niburu again. So I feel like this is the direction where we're going. We're following on from the readings that we have been doing on the last few Weird Wednesdays. Now, I promise you I do read on lots more other things. I am very interested in a lot of other things and happy to read on anything that you want to read on. Also need to make this clear that this is a Weird Wednesday reading. So if you've come in from either True Crime or Picker Cards, then this may be too out there for you. But welcome to those people who are open-minded and have their eyes open and want to delve into things that are a little bit weird and out of the ordinary. So, okay, coming back to the reading, this is the card of the High Guide, which talks about the Niburu and the Bible, so the creation stories or the flood stories, the things that correlate between both the Niburu and the Bible, the similarities. Now, so this seems to be following in from the last few readings that we've done on the Wednesdays. So we're going to pursue this area. This was one of the ones I thought we could read on today. I had a couple of ideas, but this is what the cards are saying they want to read on right now. Okay, so last reading we did was on the anunnaki. Did they come here to mine gold and did they create man? And that's what the Niburu is all about. That's the story, the creation story. So we want to go on further. During the week, I saw a video about Proxima B, being that could be Niburu, because Niburu come up in the last reading. It laid out the story and it was talking about cycles. So I'm just going to pull cards now as I talk and see, because now we have a bit of a direction. So last time we read, I was seeing the cycle. So it's either a planet that had the elliptical orbit or two suns orbiting each other. So it could be like a binary system suns, or it could be some kind of suns that have a different orbit that orbit each other. And then that's when the Niburu came up in the last reading. So for this week, I have discovered that Alpha Centauri, which is a 3-sun system orbiting each other, there has been recently in 2016 there was a new planet discovered there, and it's called Proxima B. So it's part of the Alpha Centauri system. So here we're seeing tricks now. What they were saying, so this is looking at a glimpse of something. So it's saying that Niburu is actually Proxima B, this planet that was discovered that was in the habitable zone of that solar system. So could have life. So this is a card of the expansion and the expanding your vision on the solar system, the galaxy, other civilization, other life. You can see here. We can have a close look at this one. Let me just zoom in so you can have a look. Okay, so here we're seeing, you can see the little alien being here. So this is saying that other lives. Now, where we were just talking as this card came out, we were talking about Proxima B being in a habitable zone. It was discovered in 2016, and it could be in a zone that could have life. Now, what this to me looks like is life. So it is the cards are agreeing that Proxima B does support life forms, or actually has life forms on that planet. And here you see all the planets here. Now, I feel like it's going through some transformations and changes, this planet. Yeah, there's some kind of changes going on here. Okay, just going to pull a couple of cards from the Astro deck. And I'm doing that because it has cards about different solar systems in this deck. Now, Alpha Centauri is a very close, I believe it's our closest solar system next to our solar system. Perhaps they rotate around each other. Now I'm also hearing that that planet or that solar system could be causing a wobble on our outer planets. Okay, is Proxima b and Niburu the same planet, please? Is that the same planet? Okay, what my interpretation of this card is that, and this is a card of keep it to yourself. So, okay, what my interpretation here is, it may not be the exact planet, being Proxima b is Niburu, but it could be in that same system. So you can see all the different systems here, either the different stars or the different planets in that system. So it may not be Proxima b that was discovered in 2016 is Niburu, but it could be in the same system, is what the cards are saying here. So any more validation on that, cards, please? Is any more validation on... Now what I'm also getting here is that, and we'll ask the cards as we go, is that Niburu is supposed to be a planet of the... It's got a different orbit. So it does orbit around our solar system. Okay, here's a card of separation. So it has a separate orbit to our orbit. So what I'm asking now is, and it has this is a relationship card. So they have a relationship to each other, but they're on different orbits or different solar systems. So what I'm asking is Niburu in a different solar system to us, please? Are they outside of our solar system? Okay, here's our sun and moon. Here's our sun and moon. And here's the orbit here. So it's saying, okay, let me get this. Now it's saying this is our sun and moon in our solar system, but the orbit's different. So it could be part of our own solar system, but it's on a completely different orbit to our planets here. Our planets, so you can see all these little planets here within this solar system rotating around the sun and the moon. I think Niburu is actually part of our solar system. I don't think it's part of Alpha Centauri. Because here I'm seeing the card, and the interpretation that I'm having is planets rotating in an elliptical orbit around... I know that planets don't rotate around our moon, but it is saying this is our solar system and planets are rotating around our solar system. So, and I asked if it's in our orbit. Okay, so Niburu... Okay, let's be a little clearer on this one, please, cards. Is Niburu part of our... I can't ask it again because I do feel it's part of our solar system. And again here it's part of the self. Our self means our. Self means you or us. Our solar system. So Niburu is part of our solar system. It's that outer planet that has a different orbit, a different elliptical orbit than our current planets do. Now that's why I don't feel like that it is Proxima b. I don't feel like it is. Let me just confirm that, cards. Is it Proxima b? Is it the same as Niburu? Slower. Okay. Here's a card of slower, so it's like a slower orbit. Proxima b has a slower orbit than Niburu does. Okay, is Niburu a real planet? Is that a real thing, please? Is Niburu a real thing? Okay, it's saying you need to look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. And this is the recharging card again that we got last week. The card of that planet that needs recharging. So where the Anunnaki came in to get the gold for their planet, Niburu, for the recharge, for its health, to recharge its atmosphere. So yes, I feel like it is. It may not be called Niburu, I don't know about that, but it's saying that yes, that is the planet we're talking about. When we talk about it, the planet that needs its atmosphere charged. So yes, I do believe it is a planet, and I do believe that it is on our outer planets or on a different orbit. To ask the cards if they have any other question, anything else to say in this area. Okay, so what it's saying again is it needs assistance. It's in turmoil, it needs assistance. Coming back to the reading that we done last time where we spoke about, are the Anunnaki real? Did they come to Earth to mine gold? Did they create humans? At the end of that reading, it said that they're coming back. Here it says another path, another orbit. These two are orbiting each other. So on the next path, it is coming back for the different resources, and that's what it said in the last reading as well, that it, on its next orbit or its next crossing, it will come and look for other resources because it is in turmoil and it needs help. So it's going to come to and look for our resources for that help. And this is just asking the cards, is there anything else that they want to talk about? Now, in the last reading, we got that we were never going to see it. It was veiled in some way. This says unveiling, but the last reading says it was veiled or cloaked, and we were never going to get to see it. So I wonder if it is going to reveal, it says reveal it as it is. So I wonder if it is going to reveal itself so people will get to see it. Perhaps even make communication. So again, it's a timing thing. So it's to do with the timing. It must regular times. It does that regular crossing times. Okay, so I'm getting pretty much the same as what we got in the last reading. So it's all about timing. It's letting go of something. So it is the planet itself, and again timing again. So timing, two planets crossing each other. So the cards are saying the same thing over and over again, and they're saying what they said last time. They're saying that these planets rotate around each other. They rotate. There's two. They rotate around each other, either two solar systems or two orbits. Elliptical orbits or orbits rotating around each other. So it could be also binary suns, but there's something where there's two things that are orbiting or rotating around each other. Now, one of them's letting go of something, so it could be losing or evaporating atmosphere. So it could be it's losing it. It's like I can see evaporation going on, also seeing evaporation going on here. So it's saying both here and here there's evaporation. Something's evaporating. So it could be something to do with its atmosphere, or something about that planet is eroding or evaporating. Something's going on there. You don't know if it's a physical planet eroding or if it's the atmosphere evaporating, but something's going on there and they're needing help. They're in turmoil and they need assistance, and that's why they're coming to look for our resources to see what it is that can help them. So for safety, as this is your home, and sanctuary, your home space, so it's saying home. So it's not looking for another home. Maybe they're not looking for resources. Maybe they're looking at planets where they could set up home, because this is a home. Okay, this is just a quick one. Leave any comments. I do love our Weird Wednesday people. We've got a little group of open-minded people that tend to jump in on the same readings all the time, and I love our little group here. So please comment. I'm also giving away a free reading too at the end of June. Would love one of you guys to win that. So all you need to do is like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to my channel, which I know all of you already do. So if you want to be in the draw to win that free reading, it'll be a full spread for one question. But also, if there's anything you want me to read on that's a little bit weird or open-minded, please just make a comment in the bottom about what you'd like me to read on, because I do run out of ideas and it's easier for me just to ask the cards whatever it is that you're wanting to know. So thank you for joining me. I'll see you again next Wednesday.